The Old Testament has mentioned many feasts, and the Feast of Trumpets is one of them. The specialty of the feast was that it was especially curated for the Israelites. During this feast, they would remember the sacrifices and the deeds God has accomplished for them. Even today, people all around the world celebrate the Feast of Trumpets under many names. God has given instructions to Moses on when and how Israelites should celebrate the feast. They should offer several things to the Lord. Is the prophecy of the king's return hidden in the Feast of Trumpets? Why is it called the Feast of Trumpets? Welcome back to Mystery Revealed, where we feed your curious minds with some of the most unknown secrets. In Leviticus 23:23-25, the Feast of the Trumpet is mentioned. Let's take a look at it. Leviticus 23:23-25, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. The Feast of the Trumpets is a sacred time for the Israelites. On Mount Sinai, the Lord himself appeared before Moses. People are waiting for the Lord to show up again. Rosh Hashanah is the name given to the feast. Head of the year is the literal meaning of the terminology. Heaven and earth are created on this day by God. This is a belief of Jews for a long time. Along with the creation of heaven and earth, several other biblical events took place on this day. Every first day of the Jewish year, Rosh Hashanah is celebrated worldwide by the Jews. Shofar is an instrument used by the Jews. It's made out of ram's horn. The shofar is blown by the Jews on the day of the Feast of Trumpets. It's how they celebrate the festival. The sound of the trumpet is mentioned in the Old as well as New Testaments. One such mention is in Revelation. As we approach the end time, we will hear the sound of 7 trumpets from heaven. Through the celebration of the Feast of Trumpets, would we be able to know the arrival of the Lord? These festivals are mentioned in the Testament, and the celebration of these festivals comes with a purpose. The expectation of the arrival of Christ is shown through the blowing of the shofar. It was in the Second Temple period. The institutionalization of certain customs from Babylonia was adopted and implemented. Before that, in spring people celebrated the biblical New Year. The purpose of salvation will be taught to the people through the celebration of the Feast of Trumpets. The event reminds the people that God is coming, but the date of the feast will only be known with the sighting of the moon. Till then, people will never know which day they would celebrate the Feast of Trumpets. At the beginning of the 7th month of the year, we can expect the new moon. The disciples of God and the believers need to be well aware of the second coming of Jesus Christ. We cannot expect evident signs like that of the rapture. The Feast of Trumpets is approaching us much faster than we expected, even though we might not know the hour of the celebration, but we know for certain that it would happen. Jews are prepared for the Day of Atonement through the Feast of Trumpets. After Exodus, Moses reached Mount Sinai on the call of God, and the 10 Commandments were given to him. Later on, the tablet of the 10 Commandments was shattered by Moses as the idol of the golden calf was worshipped by the Israelites in the absence of Moses. People regretted their actions and repented before God. Moses was called again by God, and he was given the 10 Commandments once again. The Day of Atonement was to embrace the day Moses came back with the tablet of the 10 Commandments. The Feast of Trumpets is celebrated 10 days before the coming of the Day of Atonement. The Jews open their eyes and heart to the Messiah. They are waiting for the Feast of Trumpets. The believers in God could pray for the Jews to open their eyes as well as their hearts before the Almighty. During the Feast of Trumpets, we can cleanse our minds from all the sins we committed. This day would be devoted to opening up ourselves and seeing through our previous actions. With the pandemic, people realize the uncertainty of life offered to us. The only certain thing in our life is God's love for us. We must embark on a journey awaiting for his arrival. With the Feast of Trumpets, it's evident that he's coming. Do you believe in the Feast of Trumpets? What do you think of the Day of Atonement? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.